Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be upgrading my Camponotus Nicobarensis colony, and as you guys can tell, these guys are way too big for their current setup, so this is necessary. And I've actually been planning on doing this for a while, but I've just been putting it off. But now they've been growing slower because they don't have enough space, so I'm going to hope this new setup can help them go bigger and faster. Every few weeks I'll be giving them a new test tube, so they can have more water and a nest space. They are a 2-queen colony, which means that they grow faster, and that means that they need more expansions. But not only are they out of nest space, they're also in need of more outward space, as it's really cramped in there. So I'm going to be moving them into both of these boxes by drilling into them and connecting them with a tube. If you want to get one of these, they're from Homebase, they're about £3 and they're really clear, so they're quite nice, and also they don't crack very much, so if you want to do DIY, I'd definitely recommend them. One box will serve as a nest with more test tubes and sand, so they can dig into it, and the other as an outward with less sand and less tubes, and it will also contain their food and sugars. Then I'll disconnect the outward and nest. After that I'll put the nest into the nest box, and then I'll connect the outward to the other two boxes. Hopefully by putting their nest in the box I want them to nest in, it will, well, make them nest in it. And if not, then oh well. I'm also applying a layer of PTFE to these boxes, which if you are applying one to it, I would recommend doing it beforehand and also letting it sit for a day, as if you make homemade PTFE like me now, it has quite a lot of fumes that might be deadly or harmful to your ants. And if you're also doing DIY, I'd definitely recommend adding ventilation into the lids, like you'll see in just a minute. By drilling holes in it, it will allow for ventilation, and then if I just hot glue some mesh over it, it will make it to where the ants can't escape. Hopefully they'll use a substrate as a natural nest and dig in it, which would look pretty cool. Okay, so now the boxes have holes in it, it's time to glue tubes and connect them together. Then to add the ventilated lids, and boom, there's your setup, a tubs and tube for less than £5, give or take. If you saw my Fidoli Polo Dula video, which I would recommend watching after this video, you'll notice that the lids on those outwards are very similar to these ones. And that's because, well, they're basically the same box, but one of them is just a bit taller. I'm adding sand to the nest box more, so hopefully they'll dig in it, and then I'm also going to mist it so that when they actually go in there, it's a bit easier for them to dig up. And I know my finger scraping method may not be good for landscaping, but it works in a small scale, so leave me alone. And I'm not really going to be adding any decor, as well it just makes it a bit harder for me to clean up, and they might like clog the tubes with it, so I just don't want to get with that hassle. I also want to say, if you're enjoying the video so far and you're not already subscribed, why not? It's free and it helps me out a ton, and well, when we reach 1,000 subscribers we'll be doing a giveaway on the Discord, so make sure to join that as well. Can you tell me in the comments below what your favourite species on my channel is, so I can include it more? And also, if you have any species suggestions for me to get, tell me in the comments below, as I'd like to know. I also want to thank you guys so much, as recently we hit 500 subscribers and now we're already at 600. So thank you guys so much for getting us this far. But now back to the setup and the rest of the video. I applied the PTFE and left it for a day so any fumes will be gone. And now that I've disconnected the nest from the outward, it's time to connect the outward to the rest of the setup. Originally I tried putting the two tubes together, but they were slightly too big, so I had to take both tubes off and replace them with a longer one. I'm connecting all of them together with a 3-way connector from Ants Canada, which I bought a really long time ago. And luckily the tube that goes into there also perfectly fits around the outside of the ant kit outward. The nest has one queen in it with a few workers, but not much brood. I'm putting the nest in the one with more sand, so hopefully they'll realise that that's for nest space and use it to dig. Once it's empty, or if it's empty in the future, I'll take it out and then give it to a new colony. Most of the video from now on will just be time lapse of them moving in and eating, so I'm going to shut up so you can enjoy the video. don't forget to watch the Fedoli Polodula video. Thanks for watching to the end, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.